Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today's set is this Christmas or not. So I think this is a Christmassy set, but my daughter says definitely not. So the reason I think it is Christmassy is because it has got green and red in it. What's more Christmassy than that? Anyway, it is a bit different, and I just thought I'd see what people think. Is it an alternative to a Christmas if you don't like the proper full-on Christmassy stuff? I don't know. Some probably like it, some probably won't, and it'd just be nice to have a vote and see who thinks it's Christmassy and who thinks it's definitely not. Anyway, on that pink I have just gone in and I have done a marble using Junebug, Flashback and cotton candy. And then on the ring finger and the point I'm going to do Obsession over the nail bed, and on the middle finger I am going to do a full nail of that Obsession because I will be going back in later and doing nail art, the flower and some animal print on that one. So that is what I am doing so far. Right, so on this ring finger I'm going to go in now with Junebug, and this into marble, it's just like I'm doing it in lines and then I'm just going to blend the colours and merge the colours together where they meet and then leave it at that. This base colour, you probably won't see hardly any of this when I go in with the animal print and the flowers, so it's just what's going to peek out underneath. But it does look good, I've got to say. I think it looks really nice. Very Christmassy. If I had a winky wink face, I probably would have put that up then, because my daughter will be watching this and she'll be like, nope, definitely not. Okay, so I'm doing the same on this pointer finger, so I'm going in with Junebug, Flashback and cotton candy on this one as well. And basically that is this foundation with these nails done. So I'm going to go in now and I'm going to quickly cap all these nails, and while I'm doing that I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to have a drink of my hot chocolate. So I haven't mentioned this for a couple of days, but it is 15 days till Christmas, so 2 weeks and it will all be over. 2.5 weeks. No, not 2.5 weeks. 15 days till Christmas, so all that hype and everything. I'm not saying we all don't need it this year with what's been going on, but I hate Christmas because you build it up and you build it up, you have your Christmas day, and then it's just like that roller coaster, getting over that hill and just going down, and it's just an anticlimax. Unless you've got kids, that is, then it's not too bad. Then you've got a full week to wait for New Year's Eve, which again is a big build up, and then it's over and you're in January and it is crap because you've got all that money to pay back. And that is my little moan for the day. Anyway, so I've done all that capping, but I do like Christmas sometimes, maybe. So I've done all that capping, guys, and I'm going to go in now and I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm using this stamping plate, and there isn't a name on this one, sadly, so I just typed in eBay and I just put animal print stamping plate, and this will probably come up. So I'm just going to do the leopard print on these nails. So I've done a full leopard print on that pinky, and then on this one I'm just going to do up to the nail bed. I'm not going to cover that nail bed at all. So what we spare I'm just going to use on the pointer finger, because I hate wasting. I don't see point of wasting it if it can go on another nail. And as you can see, that nail just didn't want to stay on. And then I'm going to clean that off again and do the last one, I think it's the last one, for that ring finger. And this is where my daughter says they're not Christmassy at all. It was leopard print, and is it Pontassa? I know it begins with a P, the flower that's going on these nails, but I can't pronounce it. It's Pontassa or something. Just know it's a Christmas flower. So I am gonna, I don't even know what I was doing then, I'm just faffing. I think I'm gonna clean everything away now, quickly. And then I'm gonna get my nail art stuff out. So I've got my little bit of kitchen roll, and then I have got my wet palette, which I have, well, it got delivered today, so I have set that up, and I'm just going to put some red paint, some white and some yellow on here for now, just to see which ones I want to use. And the good thing about this is your paint don't dry out. It lasts a lot longer. It's like I've been practicing a lot with the paint for the last 2 weeks, I think, and now I've got this, I ain't using half as much paint, and if I don't want to do any nail art, I can leave it a few hours, go back and it's still wet. If I'd left it on my palette, it would have dried out. So I'm really happy about that. So for this Pontassa flower, I am just going in with a dotting tool and putting 5 dots. And then I'm going to take my detailing brush and I'm going to pull that out into the shape of the petals. So I did have a look at a picture of one of these plants, and they're roughly like little fat pointy petals, basically. So I've done 5. And these don't have to be perfect, because the pictures I've seen as well, they're all sorts of shapes. So I'm just going to go in and make some of them a bit bigger than what they are. So I'm just going back into that red paint. And then just making them a bit pointier. And then I'm just cleaning my brush off, and then I'm going to go in now. I've got some green paint on this palette now, and I'm just going to fill in random dots inside some of these leopard prints just to make it pop a little bit. Probably didn't have to with all the colours that's underneath, but I just fancied putting a bit of green in to some of these spots. So that's what I'm doing now. And I completely forgot about the ring finger when I was doing this for some reason. I just completely left it out. I do click a bit further in video that I haven't actually done it, but I just, for some reason, it just didn't even enter my head to do that. So the flower is drying now, so I'm just mixing a bit of white into that red so that I can go in and do the second layer flowers so that you can actually see them So I just need to make this red a little slightly bit lighter than the other red so that it shows up. And I'm going to do exactly the same in between the joins of those other flowers, if that makes sense. So I'm doing exactly the same. They're slightly smaller and they're lighter, and they're going in between the gaps. And then I will leave that to dry before I do any more work on that. But I am new to the nail art. I'm doing more and I am trying. But this flower, it's not perfect by a long shot. And a lot of brilliant nail techs out there, they'll be like, oh, nail swell, then it done. You need to work on that. But by next year, I am going to redo that flower, and I bet it's 100 times better than that. That is what I am aiming for next year. I want to be able to do another one of those fantastic Christmas flowers next year, and it to be amazing. So anyway, just going in now, and I've added it, like the leaves of one of the flowers further down. I'm just going in and adding some greenery onto there, so some little leaves here and there. And I'm just adding a bit of black onto my palette because I think it just needs a few little leopard prints going through this just to help it match the other nails on it. So I do think it needs a bit of a leopard print somewhere in this nail, and I can't stamp it, so I am just going in with my dotting tool and doing this part. Not a lot, I don't want to overdo it, but I do think it needs some. So I'm just going to let that fully dry now before I do... No, I'm not. It is dry. The flower is dry, so I'm going to go in now and do a really watery white and just try. I am really heavy-handed, so I haven't really mastered this part yet, but I am just going in with a off-whitey, really light pink, and I'm going to try and outline some of these flowers. Like I said, I am so heavy-handed, but I'm guessing I will get better with this as well. We're doing detailing work once I've had a bit more practice, but you know, God loves a trier, so that's all you can do, and that is exactly what I am. I am very trying. Ask anybody who knows me. So I'm just gonna tittivate that up a little bit in my own way. And then I will let that dry. So while that's drying, I'm just going to tidy everything up. And then once that is dried, I am going to top coat these. What am I doing now? Oh yeah, when I looked at them then to see if there were anything else that needed doing, I realised I'd not put the green dots on to this middle finger, so that's what I'm doing now. And then I'm going to let these fully dry because it's acrylic paint. You don't want to do any top coat at all until that paint is dry. So once that's dried, I will go in with the top coat, which I'm doing now. So I will top coat all these, and I did add some gold caviar beads in the centre of the flower, but I went out of shot when I did that, so I've had to cut that out, but it is in the final shot. So I will top coat all these, and then I will bob them in the lamp for a minute, and that is this set done, guys. So the question is, are these Christmassy or are they not? Give us your opinion in the comments if you don't mind. And I'm hoping that my daughter's not right, because I'll never hear the end of this. But that will be this set finished. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.